Yes, son.
What up, people?
What are y'all? Peace, 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 peace. That was you?
Yeah,
okay.
This is
Peace.
probably going to be happening. I didn't turn off any notifications.
Oh, you can turn your records on. Sherm has a new phone. Right. Look, Sherm.
I don't think I'm going to.
What are you doing, Sherm?
I'm gonna have to stop it to turn my volume down. I think. Yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta stop the music for a second.
You don't know how to. You just got it. You like just
I don't know,
got it.
like literally, and I didn't do anything with it but put it in my pocket.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
please bear with me.
Peace, everybody. Welcome to Substantial Sundays. Awkward silence.
What up?
I'm substantial.
These two are ignorant today. I'm the adult. I'm the adult.
He's our local adult.
I'm the adult in the room.
All right. This guy over here, fucking up our audio. That is my man, Sherm The Barber. We are happy to be here. Hope y'all are doing well, man. Happy Sunday. You know what I mean? We got a lot to cover. You know what I mean? And sorry for us starting late, man. Just getting our life together, you know what I mean? All that good stuff. But yeah, man, welcome, peace. We got a lot of folk up in the chat,
in here.
You know what I mean?
What up, Jermaine?
Hey, peace, Jermaine, what's going on? Dukes, hey, what up, man? That's my man from London, yo.
What up, Dukes?
Yeah,
what up,
man.
Steph?
Peace.
My Ava.
Up in this joint. My Ava, Luna Bunny.
What up, Luna Bunny? Thanks for that dope-ass drawing.
Absolutely. Yeah, we bright tonight. That shit, we looking nice and crispy. Okay,
It's the best.
We're looking 4K out this month.
Yeah. So this
month of the year.
This is Cash's birthday month. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, second best month of the year.
Outside of January.
Month of the year.
You know what's dope about being a Capricorn?
Nothing.
Look, I always love saying how why we're dope. We start in the year. No one else can say that. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Shit start in with us.
You don't have shit without Capricorn. You don't have existence.
Look up the first sign of the zodiac. What it say?
I don't know.
Aries, bitches. You better recognize.
Just like that. That's what it reads. That's what it reads. Just like that. Aries.
Fire, baby. You light this shit up.
Got you.
Damn right. We bring in the spring.
Oh, Cash kicking tables. You know what I'm saying? He's
Fucking
excited. He is excited.
As I kick the table.
Clearly, we're in good spirits.
Hey, what up, Calvin?
All right.
Mamita.
She just switched her name up. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same.
I feel like that's Monica.
You ain't been in here.
Yeah. All right. We got
Right. Koyos Ronan. I saw an L.
You are dubbed Ronan going forward. So there's no more awkward.
That's right, Steph.
That's up.
You bring into it, and then
Chris
you bring
is up
in
Peace.
Nobody paying no attention to Steph.
So, real quick, welcome to Substantial Sundays. If you have not subscribed already, make sure you do so. If you could be so kind, make sure you hit that share button so that we can get everybody up in here and have a great conversation. Got a lot of dope stuff to talk about. And make sure you say peace in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. For those of you, if it's your first time and you don't already know, Johnny. What up? Johnny is back.
Johnny back in the building.
Rich man.
Rich man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
Rich man with a tan.
That was not truth, Steph.
Right.
Shut that up. It's all about the caps. January in the caps, baby.
Fuck that cold ass season, man. Moving on.
Cold as ice, Charlie Murphy.
God.
Cold as ice. But yeah, man, so many, I feel like it's been an eventful week. But like before we jump into things, maybe we should do the announcement first. Let them know what it is.
Let's do that.
Okay, all right. You want to take care of it? 'Cause, I mean, or should how you want to do it?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say that we appreciate everybody that continuously signs in every Sunday. We will be, for the time being, moving to once a month, the first Sunday of the month live.
Yes, first Sundays. Substantial Sundays will be first Sundays of the month.
I say that to say this. There will be more changes coming, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we're going to work on some format things. We're going to bounce some ideas around and see exactly where we want to take it. So for now, we got to slow things down to get together as three bright, vibrant gentlemen and discuss where we want to take this and how we want to take this. In this room, we got a lot of brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard to bounce those off of each other.
Especially when we're doing this like every week.
Right.
So the time that
we
we
got
could
our
be,
own lives and shit.
yeah, and the time we could be getting up to plan, like, you know, it's like we only get a little bit of time to talk and then we're live. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and then we want to grow too. And we're going to talk about how we're going to make that happen. But for now, we're going to slow down and do this first Sunday. So today will be your first Sunday. How are you going to say that? First substantial Sunday.
Your first Sunday.
First Sunday.
Substantial Sunday.
First substantial Sunday.
That sounds good to me.
First substantial Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday.
Sunday. Monster trucks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, take it back. I'm sorry. I got excited.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't do that. And you won't see us again until April. If you do, then it's because we got the time to get everything in, and maybe we'll make happen.
Hey, yo, Johnny the worst. Yeah. He said substantial month days. Damn it, Sherm. What'd you do, Sherm?
Right.
Listen, Sherm. What'd you do, Sherm?
What?
What'd you do,
Sherm? In the
Sherm?
back.
Oh no. Wait, oh no.
Oh my God, yo. Sherm is fired with the music.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, yo.
Yeah, Steph, appreciate you saying that. You
Let me
understand?
move the water. You can use the screen. Screen.
Because that's what I was doing. I was like, let me see if I can get the screen back and mute it. But it doesn't mute when you're live. Okay, so that experiment done. And the whole time, I'm like, what do you mean? What did I do? I'm looking for Johnny, not hearing the voices behind me.
Oh my God, yo.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to get my shit up.
Steph said you're having a midlife overload.
I'm having an old man moment, Steph. That was some old man shit. Midlife overload. But I like that better though. Midlife overload.
What up, Cloud Kid?
We're gonna get together, do some analytics, and then bring you a better product.
Yes.
That's at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. We ain't going nowhere. We're just gonna bring you a better product.
That's what the game plan is, man. Because it's just like there's a lot. You know, me and the fellas talk about it all the time. There's so many moving parts. Like you know, us improving like how the show looks. You know what I mean? Being able to manage the day to day. And do a better job just promoting throughout the week. So the month-long time will give us more time to plan, more time to promote. More time to plan for guests. And so speaking of which, the homie Do Me Right, the brother who had the song, so Do Me Right's brother got the joint with Chubb Rock. Actually hit me up saying he can do the first Sunday back. So that would be
cool.
Man, because Do Me Right has great energy. If y'all haven't checked out Do Me Right yet, please do that. DUMI and just right. Check him out. He got a song called We Don't Need with Chubb Rock, which is dope. And like Chubb Rock is Chubb Rock.
Yeah. Man. For some reason he's old as dirt and spits like a 20-year-old.
Man, yeah, he spit some heat on that joint.
Not old as dirt and joking.
Right.
It's a joke.
It's all right.
Just in case somebody's like, oh my God, he just went in on Chubb.
Right. But I will say he also has a new single coming out too, which we'll be able to talk about when he comes to the show. He has a new single with Mr. Lift. You know what I mean? Dug up Mr. Lift. Yeah.
Damn.
So that's about to drop, I want to say in about 8 days. I think it drops on the 9th of this month.
Eva, we did not plan that.
What happened? What
she said she likes how we kind of color coordinated tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I see y'all flanking.
And then we got the gray.
Yeah.
Gray and the black.
Break it up and then the more green and the black and mix it.
Okay.
She's a smart one there.
Yeah, this was all coincidence.
You're all right when you ain't got warrants.
And Josh, I doubt the shows will be going to 2 hours, bro.
Hell fucking
I doubt any of us gonna be sitting here for 2 hours. Yeah. And y'all ain't gonna be sitting out there for no damn 2 hours. This is not Avengers.
Fun fact.
This is not Avengers Endgame.
Now, the OGs, a lot of y'all ride out and y'all watch the whole episode, but us letting you in on analytics. Yeah, the average person only really watches us for like 15 minutes. Yeah. That's on a good day. And a lot of times it's like between
10 minutes and out.
Yeah, so you know, we just got to be realistic with our time management and stuff like that, and more importantly, just give y'all a better product. So that's what a lot of that's about, man. And we got a lot of great ideas, and I think it's time for us to really sit down and flush those things out.
I think it's ironic because in the year 2020, we're realizing that less is more. So maybe we don't have to do it for so long. Maybe we do it. We have a lot to discuss. We'll just say that. You know what I mean? So we're gonna bring you a better product.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely the goal.
We ain't about to be talking about this for the whole show.
No, we're not. No, we're not. So real quick, for those of y'all who haven't seen it, I don't even know if you saw it, or you can. But yo, shout out to Genius.com. Genius.com did an interview with Too funny. But yeah, man, shout out to Genius.com. They just posted an interview that me, Shingo 2, and the brother who runs College Music, they just posted an interview that we did with their website the other day, which was really dope. It was a tribute to Nujabes, us talking about his legacy.
That was a dope video.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that joint.
So shout out. So
I ain't see it.
So when I saw Shingo come on,
he be tagging me a bunch of shit. That's his fault.
So Shingo,
I ain't tagged you.
Yeah, he ain't tagged. Yeah, it just popped up. Yeah, it popped up on the YouTube.
Friends. How many of us have them?
But look, so when Shingo started talking,
yeah,
I'm like, dude looks familiar. But I don't remember Shingo having such a good grasp on the English language.
No, and
it was throwing me off. I'm like, oh wait, no, that is Shingo.
Did he rap in Japanese at the show? No, I don't think he did. That's right, because you never got a chance to meet him or talk to him.
And you know, and
he has the accent, it's not even.
Right.
It's kind of like he has a unique accent. He has one of those.
It's really cool though.
Yeah, it's unique, and part of the reason.
UK, partially.
Well,
UK,
yeah,
right?
because he drop out. All right, peace.
We back.
Yeah, we are back, but it is flipped on me, so I gotta flip that around. Hold up 1 second.
Bam. In the background.
There it is. Right. Yeah, sorry about
that. That's our bodyguard.
You got a topless chick and a topless dude in the background. What kind of freaky shit are y'all doing?
They stripping. All right, beard shot, right?
Rage at the internet modem.
Yeah, y'all got to see all the wisdom, all the strands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dead bodies over there.
Right. So they saw the mannequins. Yeah, man. So yeah, sorry about that. You know what I mean? So one of the what was it? We were trying to get caught up on the comments a second ago, and then
you left off with Johnny's 1 or 2. Jay Wellington said he's going to send you an email.
What up, True?
With his suggestions.
Okay.
Don't nobody want your damn suggestions, you strong motherfucker.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we will take
that aggression that way.
Right. Any grievances you have, you can address it with Sherm personally. Right.
Hey, I can run fast. At 40, I run fast. Hey, I don't know if you know, True, but we've met. I ain't fucking with you, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm out. You come to me with static, I'm out.
That's all I really could see.
So I just wanted everyone to see this before I started sipping on it.
Oh, okay.
I figured everyone would get a kick out of this. I don't know if you can.
Okay. Yeah, they should be. It's gonna catch up.
See that when it catches up.
Bang bang.
So when I kill this can, I kill this motherfucker.
Okay. Right. Wakasha. Right. Not to be confused with Wakanda. Right.
Right.
It's
I do not wipe it down.
You got the coronavirus.
Corona. Right.
You got the corona.
You got the
man.
So
got a whole petri dish.
We laugh to keep from crying. So crazy out here, yo. But yeah, man.
I die. You fucking with that.
Look, get serious for a second. Everybody get serious. So real quick before we move on, just want to shout something out real quick. So anybody, if it's switched over and you can see the printmaking art, the art piece that is the placeholder on the joint. You see him fucking with me the whole time. I'm just trying to get it out. Trying to be professional here.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, he's really trying to be serious.
He's like, oh no, he wasn't playing. Right. So anyway, if that did replace the Prince pop that was there for a second, if you saw the art that was that replaced that, that's basically art from Elizabeth Catlett. She is a amazing printmaker / sculptor, or she was. Pardon me. She did pass away. It's Women's History Month, so I figured I'd shout out an amazing artist. A lot of people don't know, but I'm also a printmaker. That's one of the main mediums I worked in over the years outside of graphic design. So I definitely wanted to shout out somebody who could tie into one of my passions, also tie into Women's History Month, and tie into Black History Month as well. So shout out, and a big rest in peace shout out to Elizabeth Catlett. That piece that you saw is called The Sharecropper. She was actually from Washington, D.C. and passed away back in 2012. She also used to live in Mexico for, I believe she was out there for a couple decades actually, and was one of the people who ran a certain department of a major museum out there. So rest in peace, Elizabeth Catlett, and happy Women's History Month, everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what WHM means. I thought it was white.
Well, it's like, are they talking about white men? What is happening?
White History Month. Hey, so Jermaine, this
of
is...
course it's Johnny that brings that up too. Yeah.
We're going to follow Black History
Johnny,
Month
man.
with White History Month.
So this is...
I gotta see what track they talking
Day
about. So.
means version 2, drink with me you must, Calvert Brewing Company. It is a cream ale finished on dark roast coffee beans. This shit is fire.
Calvert, Maryland?
This is, yeah. This shit is
might be
fire.
the bougiest beer drinking person I know.
I absolutely am.
Facts
It's like I really feel like most beer drinkers
like
really don't
mother.
care about that type of
And
shit.
then he goes to the bar and he's not
Unless
impressed
you're like
with
a
none of the
hipster.
shit they
Yeah,
got
I
there.
can't drink
Yeah,
beer
it's
at
like
the
you
bar
know,
so
you
much
like,
anymore.
I'm like, you know why we're here, right?
So that's all y'all got? Okay. Water?
Right.
What up, Jazz?
Yeah, and sorry that
Still waiting.
it's all pixelated. I don't know what that's about, but go ahead.
Still waiting for this music, Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz.
I know you got your own life, and you know I was follow you, and I see you had some things going on recently. But yeah, still waiting.
Me and Jazz, what's up, Jazz?
Hey, thanks, Wendy.
Jeez.
This is a good
Jazz?
Burlington
You know what I'm saying?
Coat Factory special, man. It's a Puma Sanquan's
Wendy,
track
Wendy,
jacket.
Wendy came.
Hey,
$25.
Mrs. Robinson.
What up, Shell?
Hey, Shawty, what's up, girl?
Oh,
we ain't getting nothing done today. I
Right.
swear to God. I swear we're not getting nothing done.
Man, listen. So,
Not yet.
but we are, you know, we did get a question.
So fucking around. This is beautiful.
Right. This is what makes it the show. You know what I mean? It's part of what we do.
Hey.
So, real quick, someone asked, what was it? I don't even know how to say your name.
That's a good question.
Takas, they asked,
Whoa.
who's your favorite modern producer who was heavily influenced by Nujabes's music? Huh. I mean, for me, it's a biased answer, right? But I would probably say Marcus D. You know what I mean? Now, again, my answer's biased because I know him and I work with him and stuff like that. But part of what made me
More than enough.
yeah. But part of what made me work with him is when I first heard his stuff. Jim was still alive at the time. And I could hear the influence. I had a conversation with my agent at the time, and we were talking about Marcus's stuff, and I could hear the influence in it back then. But what made him stand out and what made him so dope, I loved his percussion a bit more than I loved Jun's. Like I felt like Marcus's drums hit a bit harder. The other thing too is like, you know, Marcus is a classically trained pianist as well. So children.
The
Children.
15-year-old will never
Can't
see
never
someone.
gonna- it's never gonna
He's a
not be
classically
funny.
trained piano player. There we go. Damn it, Sherm. And so early on when we first started working, man, he really wasn't like he wasn't utilizing his skills as much as he could. And so when I watched him grow and he started tapping into that skill set a bit more, and then brought in other musicians, like shout out to Gerson, who plays bass on most of his tracks. Yo, his growth was just like extremely impressive, man. And I think Marcus is arguably one of the most talented producers influenced by Jun that's out there. As far as people, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite of folks who I don't know, because I'm always a bit biased because I see their work ethic and stuff. And most of the people who were influenced by Jun, who I actually check for, I actually know. So it's kind of hard to give an answer that isn't a bit biased. You know what I mean? How about y'all though?
So I'm just gonna say Marcus D because that's the only producer I know that was influenced by Nugent.
I only know you and Marcus D. So
okay, well yeah,
Marcus D it is.
Yeah.
Shout out to shit. So again, I know Nitsuwa, right? So Nitsuwa is definitely dope.
Well, I don't listen to Nitsuwa, so
yeah, but Nitsuwa's super talented.
Through you though.
Senator's Tempo is another one who's super dope, but he's actually from PG, so shout out to him.
What the fucking question, Cal?
Shout out to Funky DL. Shout out to Fat John. Who's it? Newer producers outside of them. What's my man name? Ginseng is really dope too. Ginseng makes a fire joint. One of his beats, I believe, might be in the playlist. But yeah, man. So that's my feedback on that. But anyway, gentlemen, music. Sports.
Ain't nothing really. So Alphamis apparently has an album out. Jazz artist from the UK. Don't know exactly where. I just know he's from the UK. But he's super dope. I love him. What attracted me to him first was his name. Anyone whose name sounds like Alchemist, I gotta listen. You're a jazz artist, and you like. It's no way that was coincidental. I haven't heard him talk about why he calls himself Alchemist. But it's like I just couldn't think that was that coincidental. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fire. Haven't listened to it yet, but other than that, I just been you can call me Ryan. My new name is Ryan because that's all I've been listening to. Just Royce, Royce.
Yeah, Roy's joint is ridiculous, man. I've definitely been playing the hell out of that. I did take a minute today to check out. It wasn't a song per se, but
oh shit, I forgot all about that.
What's
Thundercat joint? Yeah,
Thundercat I haven't heard that joint. Yeah, I haven't heard that yet. But today, Ambrosia for Heads, they posted an old video clip of Nipsey Hussle on the radio rhyming with J-Rock. It's fire. It was dope. It's an it's an old joint. And it's old J-Rock, right? It's like, cause J-Rock style, it's all good. I knew you weren't gonna drop it. See, I ain't even flinched. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's a tasty beverage.
Man,
you ain't dropping shit.
Man, I'd have gone into the Matrix for that, man.
I'm standing still and caught that nigga.
Right. You know what I mean? Sherm was not dropping. He ain't dropping shit. He ain't dropping nothing. But he looked up. How you saying? Hey, yo, I'm sorry that the screen looked like this, yo. We was batting the. You know what it was? We was celebrating that the joint looked so.
And it was like, you know what? Fuck y'all.
It was like, oh yeah, failure.
There's some pixelation.
Right, here we go. But it's all good. We took it back. But yo, so you said, damn, but what we was talking about?
He said Alphabet,
Royce joint 5. I was telling you about the freestyle joint. I think I got like a couple more tracks. I'm almost done though.
Oh, Royce's album?
Yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah, but you know how it is, man. I got little kids in the car all the time, so it's like I be wanting to bang that joint out.
You definitely gotta.
Cannot. You know what I mean? Like what he say about clapping like what's it? Like bad pussy left bad pussy or something like that. Yeah, it's a little line where he's like making clap like bad pussy. Oh my god, that's one of the lines. Oh my god. I'm sorry if my kids are watching. Sorry, but that is the line. This is why I have not finished the album yet, because kids are in my car most of the time. Right.
Whoa.
That's the line. That is the line.
What do you say, Daddy? Huh?
Right.
Nothing.
Right. And then you be trying to learn the lyrics, so then you try to get sick so you can rock out.
Yeah, and turn it down real quick.
And then you bring it back. But then on certain songs, you about to crash because you like,
yeah, every other word, right.
Look like you trying to find a different station. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all bad.
My kids are older than
yeah, see, you know what I mean? I ain't there yet. I mean, we're at an age where I can play certain joints, but then like, but not Dez. She definitely repeating stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's crazy. Hey, RBI.
Hey, what up, RBI?
What's up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a legend up here in the chat right now. You know what I mean? RBI is one of the dopest DJs in the DMV. One of the dopest DJs I know, period. Not saying a lot. And but shout out to him. He's actually on a new project. Yeah, I was gonna say he's on the joint with
T-Fire song.
Crazy.
Good job.
Hey, RBI, I actually gotta hit you up too, man, because we are, and I was gonna let you guys know too. We're filming.
Let somebody know.
Man,
y'all ever pay attention to that
it's so
shit?
much happening.
I don't know if I let you know.
You know how many things I talked about
Oh,
y'all? I
let
talked about with y'all. There you go. And you know how many things I talked about with y'all before we started?
I'm
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
share the
And it's
last
like 35 things I still gotta tell you.
I'm gonna share the singular last of the Mohican tear for that.
Here we go. Here we go. So what I was about to say,
Let me get it
before
right.
Cash start carrying me,
Hold on.
you know what I'm saying,
Hold on.
was this
Chill out.
Friday, RBI and you guys, if y'all ain't doing nothing Friday evening around 7 p.m., we filming the video for the joint with RBI on the cuts. So I was planning to call you when the show was done because we're confirmed with the location, RBI. So I want to hit you up to see if you're available. You remember that old skate park joint that's down by off Pennsylvania Avenue under the joint, like there's that whole park and stuff. And then they used to have like the little skate joint and it's like broken up. I'll send you the info. So it's like graffiti covered stuff, but some of the blocks are like broken, like young. It's gonna look crazy.
You check the weather report?
We gonna be under the joint, so we good. So we good. But yeah, we shooting outside.
Did y'all see?
So RBI,
I think
I'm gonna hit you up after the show.
Video legend.
He
You
is.
understand
You know what I'm
that?
saying? For carrying, you know what I'm saying? White barbers around America hate this dude.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Video legend.
Right. You know what I mean? But yo, I'm gonna hit right. But yo, I'm gonna hit you up, RBI, so we can discuss. But yeah, we only confirmed it a few days. I know you're a busy dude, so hopefully you can make it. Hopefully y'all can make it.
You said it's when?
It's this
Friday.
Friday, 7 p.m. So it's like right after your last one, hopefully. Yeah, man. Of course, bro. Of course. Other update, real quick before we jump into sports. What was it? For all of you patrons, right? This weekend was super catch-up game. I just unloaded a bunch of stuff on y'all. Number one, I posted the remix, and it's still rough draft. It ain't even mixed yet. I posted the remix of Senator's Tempo song with Add 2, me, Mick Jenkins on the hook, and Don Anthony, a dope ass rapper from the DMV who stuff like I'm an instant fan of. But yeah, man, so check that joint out. If you're a patron, you already know about it. Oh,
God.
He was doing so well.
So well.
He was batting 1,000.
So well.
Oh, man.
Whole thing happens.
Hey,
Yeah.
go play the Powerball.
Right. That's
Go play the Powerball. It just don't
Right.
happen.
Because that's
It's
not
never happens.
Right.
Do not
Okay.
waste beer.
Never happens.
Yeah. So say, yo, loving the leather jackets. Hey, man, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And shout out, I think somebody else shouted out the jacket too. I think it was Wendy. You showing us both love. Appreciate it. That down goes Frazier. Hey, oh my
That's
God.
like a good ounce and a half of beer on the fucking table.
Yeah, why? Hey, yeah, they clowning you right now. Yeah. Steph called you and said drunks. Johnny said Sherpton a fool. You know what I'm saying?
Sherpton a fool.
Something about the soda can behind.
Oh man, Sherpton a fool.
Yeah,
That's the best one.
so
right
many
there.
quotes, yeah, so many quotables.
Damn, dog, you gotta spray that down. Man.
Right, I know. I do. The whole office smell like beer.
Like,
I got
What was going on in here yesterday?
It was the show was
Well,
all the way
at
live.
least it's
Show was
coffee
all the way
beer,
live.
so it'll smell more like coffee than beer.
Right. So let's
And
see.
I'm wet.
Right, and look,
Tell you who
Drew was
wins.
about to say something about the soda in the computer. Say, hey Stan, I was surprised to see you and Shingo in that Genius vid about Nujabes. Good to see the mainstream hip hop media giving y'all some love. Yeah, man, it was a great look. And again, man, shout out to Jock Morel for just the invite. He is a awesome journalist, man. I got to meet him via, the phone, just chatting with him. But then after that, I did some research. Brother's been he's been covered by the New York Times. He's making moves, man. So shout out to him for even taking the time to acknowledge us and more importantly, acknowledge Nujabes' legacy. So appreciate that. Quick plug. Remember me and Shingo going on the road March 11th. We're here in Washington, D.C.
That's what I wanted. March 11th, okay.
I'll be there.
And Steph will be there. Steph will be in the building. And I'm bringing the homie T. Lucas through too, so y'all can hear some of this this fire we've been cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna put T. Lucas up there with us, man, so they can get a little sample of the body bags.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, man, and put him in front of like an audience that he probably wouldn't typically get to rap in front of. Because he's dope, man, and I just want to make sure as many people as possible get to hear what we've known for years. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyway, on that note, Cash, what you got for us, son?
So Giannis out of the tempo, Kupo, freak.
Whole lot of syllables.
Yeah. He's got this ongoing beef right now with James Harden, who said some rather interesting things about him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He said something like, "I wish I was 7 feet tall, and all I got to do is go and dunk or whatever," basically implying that what he does is more skillful than what Giannis does or whatever.
So
the real problem is
figuring out creative ways to travel.
right.
It's more skillful.
Did you see the new travel Euro stuff? Where I can't even explain it. He made one step and they called that the gather, and then the Euro step, and everything that we've known for damn near 40 years.
I don't like that they're doing that for him, man.
It's
I like James Harden as a player, but what the NBA is doing with his moves, it's like that shit's not cool.
As a basketball,
as
a coach of youth basketball, it's infuriating
because that's all these kids want to do is the James Harden shit.
That's a travel.
That step back three is a fucking travel, man. It's like. So you get the ball in the shooting position, but you don't put your foot all the way down.
Yeah.
So you jump back 5 feet
to
create another shooting position. Like that is a fucking travel, man. Like that's not man.
And I gotta teach these kids that what you see on TV that they do in the professional league ain't
you
really
can't do that until you're a professional. Like they're not gonna allow that in boys and girls clubs.
So that, I mean, I'm not gonna keep sports long today but that's the ongoing and really what it comes down to is one of them is
Harden don't want no like I said, I like both of the players. I have a lot of respect for both of them dudes.
Right.
Harden don't want no status from Antetokounmpo.
Well, Giannis is one of the top 3 for MVP this season. So
Harden don't deserve MVP,
but Giannis is ahead of him. So all it really is, of course. All it really is and to be real with you, that Rockets team right now is being led by Westbrook, Westbrook, body last.
So Harden will show up as far as entertainment purposes, but when you really break down his contributions to that team, like he does not. I haven't
make him better.
No, he doesn't make him better. He doesn't bring him out of slumps. No. That's all Russell Westbrook, man. And all Harden does is like, all right, Westbrook killing. So while y'all looking at him, he dumped the ball to me. I do all my little traveling and like, but don't take this as me taking anything. Because that's how the Baird be playing. Like he's playing with jazz hands. Like he's gonna do some. He's so crafty. Look at the hands. While you're watching the hands, I'm doing shit with my feet.
Yeah.
But I respect the shit out of him. I think he's a great player. I don't want no problems from him. He would dog me.
If you can get away with it, shit, keep doing
it.
If
I can do what he does, I can score points on Harden. If I can do that shit, but I tell you, he be the dude you play against him one-on-one, he's calling everything a travel. Hey, no, that's your move. No, it's not. That's not how I do it. That's a travel.
Going to the comments real quick. MVP of the comments, Johnny says, shake my head. I only trust James Harden to lead the Israelites through the Red Sea. Hey, yo. Wow. Hey, yo. God. Oh, my God. Yo. That's Mr. Wrench. Yeah, you win today. You win. I only trust.
I have no problem.
Yo, my God, yo.
All right, and so on some local slavery news.
Oh, God. Hell of a transition.
Local slavery
news on the court.
Washington, that team, my team, has a number 2 pick in the draft right now, and the quarterback that they selected last year is becoming questionable whether or not they're going to.
Oh my God!
Draft another
quarterback. Trash! Oh my God! I hate him. I'm sorry. Fucking. Oh my God!
With the number 2 pick. Now, normally I don't bring that subject up as much as possible, but here's the caveat. Someone in the local media said that Dwayne Haskins is thought to be so slow in reading the playbook that they were thought to be dyslexic. So my personal opinion is we're right back to bashing the. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, why would that even be something to bring up?
Why would you even put that out there? You know what I mean?
Damn.
But it's typical of this local area.
This the last team to allow a black player to play on their team.
Yeah, and the first one to win the Super Bowl won. That's the crazy part.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
right.
That's the crazy part.
And he works for him. I don't feel too great about that, but I'm glad he's here.
Yeah,
because he's
watching that shit.
Nah.
But you know, it's the same type of thing. When it's a black quarterback, they want to bash him as much as possible.
Up, man. Like, that's a learning disability, and you put it out there like it's a chink in his armor or something.
Like he's dyslexic.
If he is, like, that's something
they
to help him with.
But they put it in parentheses.
They said he's not.
He's not. Yes.
Now so that's like, really fucked up.
Who was your source? Because
that's like you're making fun of him using a learning disability.
A young kid.
Yeah, that's right. He's a kid.
He's a kid, dog. He's a kid. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I segued into it.
The Reds.
Yeah, that's why I segued. But it's not just him. It's not just Washington. Most of the times when you get, they said the same thing about Lamar Jackson. They said the same thing. Oh,
true, Bernard.
They said the same thing.
The owner's a bum.
They was like Lamar is a running back. You know what I mean? He's not a quarterback. He's a running back. You know what I mean? And that's why he came out with the, not bad for a quarterback, and he actually made that a slogan. You know what I'm saying? So they do the same thing when it comes to us in that position, but everybody else gets the luxury of learning the craft and having mistakes and this, that, and that. So that's why I segued into, the football the way I did. You know what I mean? That's all I really got. Oh, and Deontay Wilder, he did.
He accepted.
Yeah, he
accepted to get his brains beat out again.
Yeah. Then he came on. He did a.
I'm gonna be the next nigga to fight Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna give me a payday off that motherfucker.
He came on instant messenger.
What you talking about? This? My suit was heavy.
Yeah, but that's not the word. Like if you, I'll send you the clip of him talking about.
That was dope as shit. The suit was fucking dope.
I'll send you the clip.
I thought that shit was fire. Why not?
I don't understand how it related to Black History Month.
Yeah.
It didn't. It was just a black suit.
That's what he said though.
That's what he said though.
Yeah, which just made
because it was black. It was a black suit.
Oh, he a clown.
Wait, no, seriously, no, come on, man, listen to me.
He's a clown though.
Because it was a black suit and it had a crown.
It ain't his first time.
Black History Month. So when people come out with sneakers and they for Black History Month and all it has is WHM on the tag, everybody's like, oh, these are Black History Month joints. If the man says his suit was for Black History Month, his suit was for Black History Month, man. It was black with a crown on it. He did something, man. And he had fucking D Smoke come out and do the black. Stop it.
That was cool. The suit.
You a hater.
The suit was trash.
The suit was dope, man. Why was it trash? Just because it was he said it was for Black History Month?
I just didn't like it.
You ain't trying to relate to shit.
Hey, yeah,
just say
artistically.
I'm a goddamn predator.
Like, dog. Yeah, my son is still like
nothing about it was Black
dog.
No, I'm just talking about the artistic.
The only thing
not
they
even
said
artistic
standpoint.
like I didn't see that shit and was like, oh, that's cool. Like I saw it, I was just like,
when I saw it, I was like, yo, that shit's dope.
Right. My first thing was like, this is some clown shit. You know what I mean?
Are
That's my first impression. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Like, yo, like put it this way. There's shit that I'm seeing in Hollywood that motherfuckers coming down the runway where people questioning their whole sexuality. And I found that shit look way fucking better than that bullshit ass suit he had.
So you don't like any of the masks?
I'm just talking about
like the
I'm just asking.
I like the
no, I'm just talking about the last one.
I like the one that came across the nose, the yellow joint.
That joint.
Shit he did.
I like that joint, man.
Yeah. But the point is,
people probably like it more if you won.
Oh hell yeah! This shit. He came out with another.
That's definitely.
He came out with another video, and in this video, he's like,
"Oh, the apology joint."
My God!
Apologizing for what?
Oh,
getting his ass whooped.
Wait, what happened? Because this must be bad,
man.
Yeah.
Yo, the more he talks, the more he's coming out like a fucking clown.
Oh, he digging himself into a hole, trying basically making excuses.
Your king is here. Your king,
in real life,
king. I'm looking at that joke
in real life.
You a whole clown.
King? You just Deontay. Your king is here. Yeah. Even Tyson ain't go like that.
Yo, see, thank you, Bernard. Yo,
it's
he said the
crazy.
whole outfit was on some bad sci-fi shit. You know what I mean? Yo, like, yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to look at it again. I thought that shit was fire, man. I enjoyed looking at that shit, man. It's FSG or dark, or oh no, that's something else.
Yeah, he came out with Your King is here, and we will rise like the ashes from a
Warcraft boss. Hey, yo!
I came out.
Look like a World of Warcraft boss.
It did.
About Tyson when the locks was going, they was talking about stabbing Tyson because they was scared of shit of the nigga. Yeah, we was gonna stab this nigga. 3 dudes fighting on one motherfucker because this nigga's bad as shit.
Yo, Anthony, what's up, man? Peace to you. You guys getting love from the Philippines, man.
What
up, yo?
That's
Thanks
all I
I
got.
know it's late
Hey, on a lighter note, if you want to see a interesting battle rap,
Who's cosplaying for
check out John.
Oh, his new joint
versus Richmond's Jack Boy Maine. That shit was hilarious, though.
Oh, it's a trash joint?
No, it's a body.
Who?
2 rounds.
So John should have killed him because I don't even know who that nigga is.
Okay, so Jack Boy Maine is a part of a group that's no longer a group called the Goonies in battle rap. And basically, John would have a battle with some other dude, but Jack Boy Maine would come in and be a part of the battle. So he was egging John on, getting involved in the battle. Okay, so the last time they had an issue, John was battling something. Battling New Jersey Twerk, I think. I don't know. But I hate that fucking name.
Yo, as soon as he said it, I'm
yeah, I don't know why he keeps that name,
shit is
man.
so fucking.
It's
sciencey than a mother. Anyway.
Yeah.
So he tried to jump into the last battle because he wanted to battle John. John said, all right, set it up for Gnome 9, okay? And completely destroyed this dude. To the point when the third round, Jack Boy got destroyed.
Oh, okay.
It's a clean body, though. So I invite you to watch it because for one,
I'm gonna watch that joint tonight.
Yeah, it's 40 minutes, 45 minutes long because the battle actually got stopped because Jack Boy Maine in his third, while performing his third, he was getting heckled so much in the crowd that he goes into the crowd. And John still on stage.
Somebody.
Yeah, that's when you know them bars.
I'm losing. I gotta do something else. I gotta cause a distraction.
I gotta do the James Harden, Mr. Flexi. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you washing my hands? You don't see my thing.
So he goes into the crowd, and John's on stage.
That's gonna be funny as a playback.
So,
hey, we're back. We're back in HD. All right.
Hey,
there you go, Jazz.
Chris.
Now you can see all our sexiness in 4K, baby.
Boy, sexy. Welcome, March. By the way, welcome, March. That's all I got.
I don't even know you guys anymore. I don't even know. Hey, so look, real quick, I wanted to bring up this for all my folks in politics and paying attention to all the craziness that's happening with this whole election cycle. So just a friendly reminder, depending on what state you live in, for those of you who are in the US, Super Tuesday's coming up, make sure you get out there. Please get out there and vote. Now look, this is the point where a lot of people talk about like what matters and what doesn't matter, and I'm one of the first people to tell you, I'm like, look, I get it. In the grand scheme of things, the presidency is probably, it's important in terms of how the world sees us, right? Yeah. But in terms of all the different offices that are out there, and your vote actually counting the most, Senate
is crucial.
Yes, absolutely.
Crucial.
That being said, make sure you get out there and vote. It's not my job to tell you who to vote for. I just need to make sure that you're doing your civic duty.
Can I just interject here?
Sure.
So for all these people, because I'm sure there is at least one person watching, even if you're not commenting in the comment section, you're watching. Hopefully not, but I'm sure there's at least one person that says, fuck it, your vote don't matter. I know this is old news, but it's still relevant. If voting was so irrelevant and pointless, why would so many black folks have died for their right to do so? And why are prisoners fighting for their right to have their right, fighting for the right to have their right to vote given back to them? Like, for something to mean nothing, why are people fighting so hard for it? Please get out there and vote, man. It's minutes of your time. Like, it's not going against anything you believe to just go out, take a couple minutes, and just check a couple of boxes, man. Like, it's not going against any spiritual beliefs. It's not going against anything. support yourself.
Can I add to that? If it's a something that you have the liberty to do, you should exercise that right anyway. Regardless of whether or not you feel like, oh, my vote don't matter, do it anyway.
Just do it.
You know what I mean?
It's just time.
It's a reason why people of color are only catered and pandered to every 4 years, man. That's telling you something.
That's that part.
Right.
Yes, man.
Like, I mean,
we're always like, oh, they're getting the black vote. We're definitely.
It's a reason why that shit is like there. Now, you may take to yourself, well, they're not doing nothing for the black community. And while I agree with you on that in principle, that's a deeper story. But there's a reason why they approach you and then they pander to you and they have shows and they become hip and all this other shit every 4 years because your vote actually does matter.
It does fucking matter, man.
You know, the community involvement, we can talk about that together as a community and everything, but your vote does mean something.
Mm-hmm. So look, real quick, I wanted to make sure I give you this info because this is some homework for you.
That site you always talking about?
Yo, so because look, I'm not out here just telling you to vote blindly, right? Like if I have conversations with folk, I prefer to have conversations with people who are educated voters, you know what I mean? So that being said, I'm gonna provide a website that I want you to check out. Oh, look, this is Ginseng, who I mentioned earlier. This is him playing in the background. But look, check out this website. It's called isidewith.com, all right? Here's the quiz that they have, right? Now, what they do, and this is what I want you to do, right? I want you to write down. Hold on, man. This is doing a rally in LA today with Public Enemy. Yeah, I saw that. Write down is what you left off. Yeah, so look, this is what I want you to do. Before you go on this website and take this quiz later tonight or whenever you see this video, what I want you to do is I want you to write down whoever your candidate is who you know that you plan to vote for. Or if you could vote for them, I want you to just write that person's name down. And then I want you to go ahead and fill out this whole go ahead, do the questionnaire. And basically what they're going to do is they're not going to talk to you about the actual candidate. They're going to ask you questions based on how you feel about certain policies, how you feel about certain things that we see going on in this country. And they want you to vote based on how you feel about those issues. And then based off of that, they look at the person's stance in terms of what they've said, if they haven't worked in government, right? But they mostly base it on people's voting record because most of the people running for office have served in government. So they basically give you your answer based on these people's voting record and where they've stood in the past and recently on these issues. So that way you can get a more accurate look of who you really align with, because a lot of people vote against their own interests all the time. You know what I mean? There are people who get caught up in the whole Democrat Republican thing, but then there are certain groups of people, right? It's dude. So a conversation me and the missus had in the whip or whatever. I was like, yo, it's nothing but it's all gang shit. It's all gang shit, right? Like who you side with? Like, you know, when I it's red and blue. I'm watching. Look, man, I'm watching this interview. I'm watching The View with the missus. gang. I'm watching The View with the missus, and this one of the sisters on there was talking about one of the reasons that she doesn't mess with Bernie is because he's not really a Democrat. I'm like, yo, who gives a fuck? I'm like, who gives a fuck? In terms of what he's done,
best interest,
right? In terms of what he's done and what his voting record is, how long he served, how consistent his message has been, how it's like even they don't really catch him in lies. What they do is catch him in stuff that they really don't agree with that makes them uncomfortable, like when like his opinions on Castro.
Yeah, my pops was talking about that shit. He said that was a deal breaker for him.
So the
Castro talk. So look, because of the whole socialist undertone.
But see, that's the thing, right? We live in a country that that on the surface may say we're not socialist, but we have plenty of laws that are in place that are very much socialism, right? So that's number one. And number two, he didn't say that Castro was a good guy. What he said is the fact that, and this is the shit, like, because we don't like this person overall, we can't acknowledge the fact that they've done some shit that is good.
Can I say something?
And if that's a breaking point for you, you really need to look at like how you feel about certain things. Because you got family members who ain't shit.
Can I
might give you some great advice.
Listen, I'm gonna say this too.
But you love them anyway.
Be very careful. of what you're taking in when it comes to politics, because believe you me, there's propaganda out there that's completely false. But if it's enough to tag you and make you emotional about it, to sway you one way or the other, they're doing it. Okay, so anything that you see that comes up, make sure you do your research behind it. You know, and I saw a few people say research or whatever. You gotta research and understand the concepts of what they're saying, the context of how they said it, and don't just go by clips. Because if you go by the little clip that you see on Twitter, which, by the way, I just saw a notification come through saying that one of a very rich Republican just bought stock in Twitter. So I'm assuming that may start changing the same way Facebook allows a lot of lies and propaganda to come through because they're getting paid from that. You know what I mean? So just do your research on everything before you just jump in and say, I don't fuck with them or I don't fuck with that person.
Have y'all heard Bloomberg's latest radio commercial?
I want them out.
So at the end of the commercial, it's Bloomberg for BlackAmerica.com, dog.
Yeah,
dog. I heard that. I wanted to crash my car. So as soon as I heard Bloomberg was running, guess what the first thing I thought of was?
You know what I said?
Bloomberg. He want the darkies out of New York. That's the first thing I thought about was, oh, wait a minute.
When I heard it, I said the nigacity. I can't believe it.
The nigacity.
This dude. Cassidy, but you know what?
Yeah, how he's digging into this black vote thing. Dog, this is King stop and frisk.
But you gotta remember, like, where did stop and frisk happen? New York,
right?
A lot of the rest of the world don't. A lot of the rest of the
they don't know how fucked up that shit.
They don't know.
So I got a friend, and y'all both know this person. But we got a friend that's considering voting for Bloomberg. Because
he's rich.
No, not at all. Because and I understand it from a Christian perspective. People can change.
Nah, fuck that.
No, James. That's absolutely true. I'm just saying. No, I'm just talking about the statement itself.
Yes,
that is absolutely true.
Yes.
But someone who did that, like. I can accept change. I can accept change from Eminem saying nigga. I can accept that all day long. But there's you're a congressman. There's too much in between you saying I want to do stop and frisk. There are too many voices in between there. You've got too many voices coming back at you saying, yo, that's fucked up. You shouldn't do it because it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And you still press forward. Oh no, you got to get in there in those neighborhoods and you got to get those black and brown people. You got to throw their asses up against the wall to get the drugs and guns out. Like, no, you don't come back from that. That is your that's too deep. That's deeper than just saying nigga on a rap song that's just too deep, man.
Okay, I'm gonna touch this and I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone. Okay, whenever I hear a Christian say, well, he can change, okay, it just reminds me of two different two different Christianities that were preached, one to blacks, one to whites. And I'm sorry,
we're the most forgiving culture people ever. You can kick us in our dick, cut it off, and we'll be like, you know what?
Right, cool. Let's turn the other cheek.
It's cool. We be
cut one ball off. I got another one left.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Fucking what? And until we start standing up and saying, yeah, well, that may be true.
Right, that's like,
well, that may be true. We ain't
you get no pass, nigga. No, you get zero passes. Like, no, stop and frisk. There are stories of people who were stopped and frisked on a weekly basis, dog.
Yes.
Like, there's no way you can excuse that. You're stopping people on the basis of you look like a criminal.
Yes.
What?
Where do we go?
Where do you even get there? Like,
where do we get to the point where that's acceptable, and then to turn right around and say, you know what? I might vote for him.
Because people can change.
But you know what the sad part is? If he wins the Dem-elect, we really are.
Oh, we fucked. Because all he's going to do is he's just going to bring Republican mentality.
He's not. He's not gonna get the.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Donald Trump is the president, dog. I believe anything can happen.
Hold on.
Anything is possible. Kevin Garnett.
So, couple things, right? So, I mean, I told folks damn near 10 months before Trump became president exactly what was going to happen. And it was because of the fact that he was the main person in the conversation every news cycle. So basically the media helped get him elected as much as anybody who donated to his campaign. And so Bloomberg or whatever, even though Bloomberg does come up in the conversations, he's not, his numbers in the poll, like he's so far behind right now so far, like so far as this process is gone, he's not even like top 5, top 6 candidates. Now, a couple months from now, we looking at,
he's really done the number, they fucked him over. That debate that he did.
Oh yeah, they went in on his ass. Yeah, anyone who has any common sense who's really paying attention to what's going on, like, will get that. For my folks who feel like, you know, Biden's the only person that can beat Trump, it's like, I'm telling you right now, right? If anybody who's too centrist, anyone who's too much in the middle or whatever, you thinking that is going to be the person to beat, like, listen, even though Hillary won the popular vote, the reason why it was even as close as it was is because of the fact she was in the center. It's like, you don't want a person who's too close to the person who you basically have decided you don't like. You want somebody a bit further away from that. And understand that, like, the whole idea that, like, because a lot of people are scared of Bernie because they feel like the right won't work with him. But that's not true, because if you look at what the work that he's done in Congress already and several things that he helped pass, the reason why a lot of those things were passed was because he was able to reach across the aisle and get Republicans behind some of the things he was doing, most notably John McCain. So one of the things that happened with I forget exactly what the law was called, but one of the things that ended up happening with veterans, which Bernie helped lead in terms of getting them more money or whatever, he was able to work with John McCain and other Republicans to turn that around and get the votes needed so that these families could get money. And keep that in mind when we talking about, like, the Republican Party, who's so pro-military, right? They pro sending people out to war, but they're not pro looking after them when they come back and they're disfigured and trying to come up with money to help them and their families.
Traumatized,
so
can't really function in society.
But trust, if you a person out here thinking that, I'm gonna vote for this person because I think they're the only person who can beat this particular candidate, that is the wrong way to vote. And I don't care if they're saying that about Bernie or if they're saying that about Biden, whoever. What I'm saying is, you know what it is that you agree with and what you don't agree with. Go to that website. I put the link for like the 3rd time. Go there, vote on how you go on that website, fill out the questionnaire based on how you feel about these different topics. Y'all do it too, everybody. One of the dopest things is, I ain't gonna put her on Front Street, but somebody I'm very close to did the exact same thing and was completely surprised by the person that she ended up getting. You know what I mean? So just do it, because everybody walking in thinking they know so much, but most of us do not know the voting record of the people that we support.
Nobody knows anything, man. You always can use good information.
Oh my God, how much time we got? Because I ain't got time.
I don't know.
Right.
How much time do we have?
Probably like 10 minutes and then we got wrapped. Hey, I would not be mad at that ticket right there.
Yeah, and Nick, that's exactly what I was going there.
Yeah, so we can hurry and get that shit out of my front damn yard.
If I'm sorry, but the VP is going to be
true.
It's going to be huge. If Bernie Sanders goes with Tulsi Gabbard, not only am I going to be like, ugh, I'm gonna lose a lot of respect.
I haven't even heard that.
But Tulsi, she's the woman with the black hair, closet Republican, and very pro-Trump. She defended Trump on even the impeachment issues when everybody's like, yeah, he did some fucked up, like that. What he did was wrong. She was like, well, yeah, I don't think
not so much.
Yeah,
that's the military chick. Right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So if he goes with her.
Well,
we got time.
So let's not do this. Let's not speculate either.
Yeah,
because a lot of people still have to vote.
Tulsi Gabbard is a Putin spy.
She's got Russian ties.
Oh yeah.
But look. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Time out.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So again, now because we're talking about hypotheticals, right? Because it ain't because it's rumors right now that that's what he's considering. But
just
there's
saying,
a lot of
it's
rumors
strength,
circulating.
your fucking research.
And more importantly, he hasn't come out and said who his running mate is going to be because he has to first get the nomination, right? Or get closer to that point. So just understand, do not make decisions based on no. Do not make decisions on who you're going to vote for based on hearsay.
I'm gonna say this too.
Wait for confirmation if that's how you feel.
I'll
and you're
say
not
this
sure.
too. Politics is a very dirty game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All of them have chinks on their armor,
Mm-hmm.
including Bernie, including Biden.
Mm-hmm.
All of them had chinks on their armor.
People.
The problem,
But some people more armor fucked up than others. Go ahead.
Depends on how you spin it. That's the nature
You
of
be hard
politics.
pressed. You be hard
It's the
pressed.
nature of politics. It depends on how you spin it. So only thing I'm saying is, and see what I see from the other side is that they play to win. They don't give a fuck. They play to win.
Yeah.
We look for the perfect candidate
Right.
a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that to me,
There's no such thing.
there's no such thing. You're gonna always find something with somebody. While the other side, we don't give a fuck because I know when our guy
But
gets in there,
both of
he's
y'all
gonna
are
push our
right.
agendas.
So you shouldn't pay a whole lot of attention to chinks in the armor.
Oh, I don't.
But you should consider chinks in the
yes,
armor.
I do.
Because some motherfuckers walking around with full armor plates while other jokers got whole arm pieces missing.
That's true.
So you don't
That's
want to
true.
jump in there and thinking like, okay, everybody's got their faults. Because some people's faults, you've got, hey, I said nigga faults, and you got, hey, I supported stop and frisk faults.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
really different.
Yeah,
That's really different.
It's
So
really
basically,
do
all
your
we're all
research.
saying,
do your research.
do your research.
Do your research.
The site, the
Vote
link that
interest.
Stan has been putting up,
Yeah.
please go visit that.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet myself, but
Got to do it before
this
you
dude
leave.
always talks
Yeah.
about it, and it's
Yo, because I don't just use it because what a lot of people do, they check stuff like that for the president. And not even most people. Like I use it when I'm voting like on local shit. When I'm voting for the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you go vote in local elections, a lot of us don't know
Fuck the
shit
police.
about the people
I'm sorry.
running. Like, we don't know shit about these
I
smaller
thought I
people
did.
who are running for office unless you've been constantly doing the research. So definitely do your homework. Do your homework. Take this shit as serious as it is. You know
Definitely
what I mean?
do that and go to the
Please,
polls.
And thank you.
And let's
You know what I mean?
segue to something else. Have you guys seen that incident with that Chicago guy getting shot in the back with the cops at the train station?
nah.
It's
Nah.
real out
Damn.
here, man. It's
I ain't even
real.
hear about
We said the sheriff, and they reminded me of the police, and that's why I say fuck the police.
Mm.
But I'll send you that clip. I will say I'm gonna send them that clip, and I leave it, and I forget to
Ain't
send
gonna
it.
be no clips in.
Yeah, I forget
We
to-
old and we man.
I forget it, and I'm back.
I
My bad.
text them a reminder, but my phone's in front of us. So yeah, that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What else? Sidebar, in terms of stuff I've been watching, because I know we ain't really covered that. We'll like end it on a lighter note. I finally saw Farming.
Candyman.
I
Yo,
haven't seen
that
I heard that
Candyman
shit's fire.
trailer.
Oh, it's like that?
That Candyman.
Yeah, I heard that shit is creepy as fuck. First of all, Candyman is already one of the
Scary as
scariest
shit.
movies
Side
I've
note,
ever seen.
Side note.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to
man.
Vanessa Williams. Okay, this woman
Yeah,
has
oh, yeah.
not aged.
She's
bad.
in Candyman?
Not light skinned Vanessa Williams.
Not light skinned Vanessa.
Fuck y'all
Williams.
talking
You
about? Oh,
talking
dark
about-
skin.
Step off Grandpa from New Jack
Yeah,
City.
yeah,
Vanessa Williams.
Yeah, okay.
Rock-a-bye, baby.
Yeah.
That Vanessa Williams. Bruh.
Yeah,
The one
she
you
ain't-
forget about. She's pretty as shit.
Yeah,
She
she
looks-
aging well, man. She looks great.
Yeah, she's
right.
gorgeous,
Shut up,
man.
Tay.
Yeah, I was just saying.
I love you, baby.
But shout out because she
I
has-
love you, baby.
She hasn't aged at all, and she's looking good, and she's in the movie. Okay, so yeah,
She is.
Go ahead.
Hey, that little, she's like,
Don't say that.
that shit was like classic black
Sister,
woman.
yes.
Everything, dog. Like when there's like Candyman.
Don't do that. Don't
No,
say that.
don't,
That's what
don't
she-
say that.
Oh.
Don't say that.
Hey,
That
so has
shit-
anybody ever said Candyman in the mirror 3 times?
Fuck no.
Never in my life.
Hey, look,
That
it
is
never
never
in
in life.
It's 5
even
times
when the
now.
kids,
Yeah?
come up
In the
in
new
this
movie, it's 5 times.
Oh, it's 5 now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
we done fucked a long time ago.
Right. Yeah, I don't play with shit like that.
Nah,
like,
nah.
because my whole thing is,
What was
it's
the
just
Bloody
like,
Mary back when we was younger?
Didn't do
yeah,
that
the Bloody
either.
Mary
Didn't do
joint,
Bloody Mary.
and then the kids had something or whatever recently a few years ago. Like, I don't play with shit like that, man. It's
Spiritual
just
shit.
Supernatural.
no, it's, you know what it is? Put it this way, like,
Well, no, not spiritual, but yeah, supernatural.
yeah, supernatural type shit. Like, even when people talk about aliens, right? I'm gonna tell you, this is a great ending point. All right, what was it? We went to Kenmore together. You remember Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, I remember this.
The history teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, history teacher.
No.
Black
He was a math teacher, right? Math teacher.
With
White guy.
With the beard.
Beard. He looked like a hippie.
Oh, yeah, wore the glasses. Yeah.
So look, man, our math teacher, Mr. Griffin, said one of the dopest things to us, right? Because we were talking about space and this, that, and the third, and somebody asked him if he believed in aliens, right? And this was a kid whose family, I guess, was like really religious because they were talking about spirits and this, that, and the third, and then somehow they got on aliens. And so the kid is, of course, like, you know, like in one breath talking about like spirits, God, and this, that, and the third, but in the same breath is like aliens, fake. That ain't real. And Mr. Griffin said one of the dopest things ever. He said, listen, he's like looking, when you look at the sky in the sky at night, right? How many stars do you see? And somebody in the room was like, billions. He's like, right. He's like, every star that you see literally has its own solar system.
Yeah.
And so if there are potentially billions of stars, right? Then how many planets are we potentially like? How many planets are there out there? And we don't have the technology, right, to even get to the closest star to us, right? That being said, how do we know what exists out there and what doesn't exist out there if we do not have the technology to get there ourselves?
Yeah.
So and to assume but also to assume that, like, because we just think we the greatest ever, that like if there is another planet out there that does have people, like, well, not people, but alien whatever on it, that they somehow do not have technology that surpasses ours, right? Like we just got all the dope shit. So he basically was just like, yo, it's okay to be like, I don't know, rather than to speak with certainty all the time about shit you cannot prove or can't disprove.
We always talk about space and what's out there. We don't even know what the hell is
in the ocean.
That's real, in the ocean.
Every time a tsunami hey Sue, shout out Sue. Every time a tsunami, you see how I say that, gang. So every time a tsunami hits the ocean side, there's a new species that washes up on the shore. And we've only, in our existence on this planet, we've only been able to cover 10% of the ocean.
Right.
10%.
Right.
So we don't even know what's.
It could be beings.
Yeah. So,
Atlantis could be fucking real, man. You never fucking know. You never know. So.
And if in this ecosystem, everything has something that eats it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sharks may eat, you know, bigger fish, and whales may eat sharks, and what eats whales?
Yeah.
This is my brothers don't swim.
Because the whole thing is, well, no, I was gonna say, because you never see whale carcasses, but sharks.
No, it's washed up on shores and stuff.
Well, not that many.
Yeah, not that many. Yeah.
So
sharks probably tearing them joints up.
Man,
but you got to be either a gang of sharks or a group of killer whales that also like, yeah, shark, you want this heat? I got something for that ass.
And then there are whale sharks.
And they're whale sharks.
Those shits as big as buses. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So that was a nice nerd point.
Yeah, man. But I say all that to say,
we don't.
Moral of the story is, it's okay to not know. You know what I mean? I think we have this issue with this arrogance. Like, yo, oh my God, another quote. I'm a quote dude. Who was it? I think it was what's my man's name? George Lucas. And he was like, he's like, man's understanding of the universe on a scale at best is a 4. But what man doesn't understand is that the scale is infinite. Yeah. Now I might be paraphrasing because I heard that joint it was so long ago. It was an old interview, but that was the gist of what he was saying. And I think that is just that right there. It's like the Kendrick song, right? Like he's like, I know enough to finally admit, or like something to admit that I didn't know shit until I came home, something like that. Mm-hmm. But I know everything, that whole joint, and then it's all right to not know something. And it's okay to constantly.
Nobody knows anything, man. Like that. If the most educated person I've ever met is the person that understood that with all the knowledge I have, I still don't know shit.
Of course not.
Like everybody, like people, it's like I feel like people are become educated and seek knowledge more so for the purpose of saying, hey, like kind of boasting it rather than to say I have information that
themselves over others.
Right. Yeah. Instead of just saying I have information that you don't have, and whenever necessary, I'll share it with you. But still with the understanding that, hey, I don't know shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So whatever you have, like whatever information and knowledge you have from me, whether it's from a book or just from you, I will receive that, because I understand that even though I've read a zillion books, you've read zero. You're still coming with a perspective. If it's an educated and respectable perspective, you can still hear it, understanding that, oh, I've read a zillion books and you've read none. You like. It just seems like people that read a lot just feel a lot of times feel like, yeah, I've read a lot, so I know more than you. No, you just read books.
The crazy part is they're reading information from somebody else.
It's just someone else's opinion.
You yourself didn't do. You're taking the word of the person who you're reading. I mean, unless you are a critical thinker who basically reads and be like, that's interesting. Let me see what this person over here has to say.
Right. Because nobody knows.
Let me go out in the world and see for myself.
Let me see if this is proven. But anyway,
we gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's the music.
Hey man,
that's our
it's always fun. And remember,
interesting.
This was a cool show, man. It was off the cuff.
Diversity.
It was strangely off the cuff.
Yes, it was fun, man. Love you guys, man.
It flowed.
Hey,
it didn't flow, but it flowed all at the same time.
You know what I mean? And y'all have been great. You know what I mean? Like y'all are always great, man.
Hey, y'all stayed around, so hey, we must be talking about something good.
Now look, mark your calendars.
It's the E-Fist.
Yeah.
21
Yes.
right now.
It's the E-Fist that.
You know what I'm saying? Right? My daughter, my youngest daughter does that all the time.
Punch
me. Punch me in my lip today, man.
Good for her.
Good job.
Hey, my friends ain't shit. They are not shit.
You ain't a father until you get either peed on or hit by your child.
Oh, you ain't a dad until you're changing the poop diaper and then they fart a little bit and a little splatter.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I never.
Yeah, you ain't an OG pops for real.
I never.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no wisdom in your bed.
Only would have been in the crib
you
for me.
know.
I'd have been running around outside. Oh my god!
Right. When it take us,
I got the corona.
Roll my hand up in the shit diaper.
Hey, did y'all hear that Corona's stock is plummeting? It's suffering because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, I heard.
That is sad and ignorant, man.
Yeah,
it's a beer.
Because people are stupid.
Oh, that's Corona and coronavirus. It's gotta be something.
Worse than that.
Working out there.
Worse than that. Like literally, like Asian people in general being discriminated against in some situations
that bullshit.
because of people's fit.
That's that bullshit.
Because like it's
neutrality.
clearly
People sorry.
Don't go to China. Like,
right.
Sitting me.
But yo, we gotta go. I'm out.
Yeah.
You want to get that
Hey
question
man,
before we
what
roll?
did you say? Stan, before we go, did that collab with UT Lucas drop yet? Nah, it's dropping in April. First single's dropping in 2 weeks. I'll keep you posted.
And remember, you can't get to April until you get through March.
Hey, and yo, real quick, if you are not on
you gotta
Patreon,
get
make sure you
through
sign
March.
up for Patreon. There's been a lot of new updates. New
Shut
songs
up.
on there.
Shut up, man.
For my producers, Home is Where the Art Is, the entire acapellas, all the acapellas from Home is Where the Art Is available on Patreon. And then also what is on Patreon, there's a instrumental to a track that I put up there a while ago. That's on Patreon. And the last thing I wanted to hit you with, if you are in the DMV, we are doing a listening session, a private listening session of the EP with T. Lucas. We're doing that on March 16th. All right, March 16th, we're doing that. And you only, if you're a fan and not somebody who works in the industry, you only can get access if you are a patron. So if you're already on Patreon, you, my friend, are going to be getting an invite to be able to join us on March 16th right here at Creative Suitland with some of the dopest like acts from around the DMV and around the world who are going to be here all checking out the project. So that, and then also March 11th, I'm at U Street Music Hall with Shingo too. In fact, also talking about doing a meet and greet right here at Creative Suitland the day before the show. I believe between the hours of like maybe 2 to 4 p.m. But you only can get access to that if you contribute.
Somebody was asking something. They about to leave. Go back up.
Go on.
What you talking about, Josh?
Yeah.
Already answered that.
Next time we'll see y'all.
We win.
Yeah. So we're coming back April 5th, and we should have our guest Do Me Right here with us as well. All right, April 5th, we'll be back then. Lastly, if you have not contributed to this campaign yet, please do so, man. Please support to Creative Suitland. That's where we are right now. This is our new home for the show. So by supporting them, you're indirectly supporting us. All right.
Where's the meet and greet at again?
Meet and greet is going to be right here at Creative Suitland. The only way you're going to get access to it is if you are a DMV person who actually contributes to this campaign, because they were basically updating me on who did it. So after you contribute, make sure you send the link, and we'll go from there. Wendy,
Appreciate you, Wendy.
Thank you so much.
Because you didn't comment at all, but you commented and let us know it was a great show.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
Come through in the clutch.
Yeah,
like
for
Jordan.
real.
You know what I'm saying? So look, we out. In real life, we gotta go. Y'all have a great one. Let me go around here and make this
Hey,
happen.
don't
Y'all
forget
hold
to
it down.
send Stan your suggestions. Don't send them to me because I don't read.
Don't send them to me
I don't
either.
read that shit.
Because
Don't.
Stan is the more responsible
Yeah.
one out of us.
Peace. We out of here, y'all. See y'all April 5th.
Hey, Sue, I'm waiting for that music, girl.